Good morning and a very warm welcome from all of us here at Airports Live TV. We are live once again from Dublin International, coming to you from a slightly different vantage point today. When I first got here, 28R was in operation. We're now on 10R, but I've decided to stay put. Let's try and get some underbellies as they come over the top of us. At least we get some apron shots as well during this morning's stream. I'm not sure how long we're going to be live. I'm going to try and go for 2 hours, but we shall see. Hope you're all having a fantastic Thursday morning so far. Wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, you know you always have us to rely on. The OG here at Dublin International. David White, welcome. Adrian's welcome. Josh Monaghan, Fly Andy, Graham Leggett, Maxim. How are we doing, Tango Alpha? Here we go. Make sure we hit that like button nice and early for me, guys. And if you haven't already done it, hit that subscribe button. We bring you a non-stop action from airports around the world. Dublin being where it all began for us back in April of last year. Special little place in the heart of everybody here at Airports Live TV. By far the most interactive live aviation stream here on YouTube, and the friendliest community there is on the app. Perfect streaming conditions it is indeed. Graham, Rory, how are we doing? Hope you're all good. Debs, welcome. Just bear with me 2 seconds. Sorry guys, I'm just adjusting something with my chat. Okay, our next departure is going to be an Embraer E190, the long-range version operated by Air France Hup. She did come in about 40 minutes ago. And over to Charles de Gaulle. The Etihad A350 still not pushed back. You can see the United was pushed back. It's going to be a tricky one for us this morning to try and make sure we can keep up to speed with all of the action, because obviously we're not going to see them until they are already safely into rotation. So we'll be coming the opposite way to what we usually see on our end along runway. They are on 10R, but we're at the 28L spotting location, so it's something a little bit different. We shall see. You can let me know at the end of the live what you think. Is it worth us streaming from here more often, or should we stick to our usual spots for the runways? Morning Val, how we doing? Doing good, thank you, but April was a bad month for me because I'm in hospital. No way, Rory. Hope you're all massively safe and well now. A dash cam telling you hit that like button. Hope you have a shirt and tie on. No, not a chance. I do have my boss shirt on though because I'm the boss of streaming here at Dublin. I was looking forward to a bit of Adam crooning, just a quick burst. King of the hill. Here we go, she's lined up, she's ready for departure. Enjoy this one, this Embraer E190 heading over to Charles de Gaulle. Yes, dashcam, and bring sausage rolls as well. Now that would be a nice way to introduce themselves, wouldn't it? Bringing me 4 nice sausage rolls. Do just need to be a little bit mindful of battery today because for some reason my laptop didn't charge through the night. I've got a feeling there was maybe a power cut. I've got here today and it was completely dead, so it's running purely now off of the power bank, and that doesn't like continuous power. There it is, it's Air France. On his flight radar, it's been lined up for the last 5 minutes. You're welcome, Rory, you've been a big part of this community. Is why she was holding this flight radar forgot to inform us that something was coming out before it. Hey, yo, she's up and away. Our next departure will indeed be the Air France hop heading over to Charles de Gaulle, the Embraer E190 long range. Nice to see them views creeping up as well. Big up Dashcam, thank you so much for that super chat, you're a legend. You guys do look after us, you help us to continue to bring you more and more content, it is greatly appreciated. I'd say where you are now, Adam, is excellent. That's one of the departures. Yeah, you see, that is the problem. When you're streaming from here and they're on 28R, when you're on 28R, you've got an issue with that tree. It's just a slightly different shot, isn't it? Looks like a VistaJet, it does indeed, Graham. And I agree, we can pick up some of the arrivals as well from here, but more importantly, we can keep an eye on the apron because we do have a lot of heavies here at the moment. If I walk into a pole, it's your fault. It's not my fault that you can't multitask, is it, Debs? That sounds like a you problem and not a me problem. See, the issue I have with 10R during the daytime, Graham, is that road is so busy and the roadworks are quite intermittent at the minute. And when they put a stop-go board out, you quite often end up with lorries parked right in front of your shop. You know I love 10R, it's my favourite location, but during the daytime, you just have too many times now where we get obstructed views. I'm actually quite liking this shot, I'm not going to lie. Apron action 2. A321 Neo on arrival from Manchester. We can just about see it there in the distance. And we lose her, but we will pick her up any second now. And then we'll pick up that United that's on taxi. But these departures are going to be going thick and fast. There is a little bit of a backlog. In fact, we're going to leave that one alone. We're going to have a look at this United as she taxis on by to begin her journey. Wow, these views have shot up. This is why we are the king of Dublin International. Look at these views. We've been live about 10-12 minutes. Look at these already. Way over 130 and continuing to rise. We like it. Next up, we've got a Boeing 737. She's operated by Ryanair. She's heading over to London Gatwick. Go, she's up and away. Looks like our next departure is going to be an A320 heading over to Vienna, operated by Lauda. It's beautiful here today, Debs. Absolutely beautiful. She's just like that Emirates 777, an absolute beauty of a day. 737 on arrivals from Lisbon. Let's pick her up quickly. This A320 now lined up. She's not lined up, she's up and away. Next departure, another 737, this time operated by Albastar, heading over to Tarbes. Six, 7, 2 out. I think we're going to take in the 767. We'll have a quick shot of this Albastar, then we're going to pick up that 767 on arrival. Where is she? She's there, I can't find her. Here is that 767 coming in on arrival now from JFK. Been about a 6-hour and 10-minute flight this morning. Always nice to see the 767s coming in. What a beautiful morning it is. From a 767 inbound, we have a beautiful Boeing 777 now departing us and heading over to New York. Don't see the United 777 here all that often. Enjoy this one. I know I will. Siobhan, welcome. It's an early start for me, I agree completely. Not really too sure why. Here she is. I must say it is nice seeing the 777 from that angle. Me and Laters were up here one evening a few weeks ago and we saw the Emirates coming from this angle, but it was at night and even then it was nice. It was nippy though. You got a cuppa? No, I haven't. I've got a Red Bull though. What we got next? An A320 on its way in. Coming in from Edinburgh. Etihad being pushed back now as well, or just getting ready to be pushed back. But there's that A320 coming in to land over on the North Runway. There's that 767 that we saw coming in a few minutes ago. Sure what is happening with this algorithm today. We're in, we're out, we're doing the okey cokey and shaking these views all about. Not sure what's happening, but it's nice to get back up. Denia, welcome, long time no see. How is it over in Miami? Let's get this American Airlines on for Denia. This Boeing 787-8 Series Dreamliner getting ready to begin its journey over to Chicago. Good morning, man. You all got up early, it's 4:30. Are you working today, Denia? Denia does work at Miami International. Thought you would like this one. This livery always reminds me of those caravans, or trailers as they call them over there. Are they Gulfstreams or something they're called? They're worth an absolute fortune, the original Gulfstream caravans, if they are. I think they're called Gulfstreams anyway. Worth an absolute fortune, and people keep on destroying them and turning them into like coffee vans and stuff. Now I'm off till Sunday. Enjoy your few days off, Denia. let's pick up our arrival over there in the distance. I'm informed it's a Boeing 757. I haven't checked it though, so I hope you're not kidding me. You're not telling me porky pies or pork pies. Not had a pork pie for ages. I love a pork pie with Branston pickle. There you go, she's behind the trees and coming into land. What have we got next on departure though? Got Lufty Lufthansa on taxi. Not got it on flight radar, but we've got it on taxi. I don't know, what do you guys think? Shall we start doing some more frequent early mornings? Or do we? No, Debs, you don't understand. It has to be a proper pork pie, a Vale of Mowbray pork pie. They are the best. Mobile Homes, yeah, there's a certain brand though. They're silver, they're really old fashioned. I'm sure they're called Gulfstreams. They had them in America for years. Like vintage they were. Like the originals are worth an absolute bomb. Ellen's ATR heading to Edinburgh. That one's going to be extremely high by the time it gets to us. We'll try our best to get a shot of it if we can. But in the meantime, let's have a quick look at this Delta that's just come in. Of action and variation. I know, but it's an early start for me. Like, I've been on the road since what, 7 o'clock this morning. Oh, Debs, can you just, when you get a minute, reply to a couple of the comments on the Facebook for me? I think there's a little bit of confusion on the post about connectivity. Yeah, we'll pick up this Etihad. I think we'll leave the ATR because it is going to be very high. Let's pick up this Etihad on pushback. Yeah, can you just go on? There's a little bit of confusion on the post I made about connectivity. I think some people don't realise that I am based over here because they think I'm using a UK SIM card. And just to be clear on the SIM card issue, there's somebody said it could be we could be getting restrictions because of the amount of data we use on the streaming. We are fully aware of that, but we do have 10 contracts. We alternate between them. We've got a weird deal. The networks know exactly what we're doing. So it isn't that. And there is just a major issue around the airport. And the frustrating thing is it's so intermittent. On Facebook, we are Denier. It's brand new. If you haven't already done it, guys, get over to that Facebook and the Instagram and give us a follow over there. Just had porridge. Ooh, porridge. I don't wish you shut up about sausage rolls and pork pies and trying to eat a healthy brekkie. And you're munching your way through a virtual deli can. I actually got myself a sandwich, or a sambo as we call it in Ireland. Let's get Irish, sambo. Chicken and stuffing. It's only one of them box meal things, but I just thought it'd just keep me going for a little bit till I can get some proper scran in me. I had to stop to get me Red Bull and my Lucozade. Clonakilty sausage roll. No, best sausage rolls are Greg's. Although that is a little bit controversial because I've got to say, in my opinion, Coupland's sausage rolls used to be better than Greg's. But obviously Coupland's was a northern brand. I don't know if it's even still going. Lino or Lino joining us from Hamburg. We're good, happy to have you back. João Lopez joining us as well. Welcome to you. American Airlines still taxiing away. But let's take a moment to appreciate this Etihad A350. The next departure is an ATR. She's heading over to Newcastle. We're going to miss that because we want to stay with this beautiful Etihad operated Airbus A350. We see ATRs for fun now, don't we? We will pick up the A320neo that is just preparing to line up for departure. She's heading over to Frankfurt, operated by a lufty Lufthansa. And then we have that American Airlines 787-8 Series Dreamliner heading over to Chicago. Greg's is nasty. How can you not like Greg's? There really is something wrong with you, Debs. There really, really is. The Instagram reels have hit over 35k views already. Dashcam is doing an amazing job for us over on Instagram. For those of you that don't know, Debs and Jerry are managing the Instagram and Facebook accounts for us, because I'm just too busy. I'm a busy guy, you know these things. We should hurry up and get this A320neo out because we do want to try and get a close-up of that Etihad. So if this doesn't go in the next 20 seconds, we are going round for the Etihad. Joining us for the first time, guys, welcome to Airports Live TV. I'm Adam James. We're live at least 6 days each and every week from airports around the world. Our home base at the moment is here in Dublin. The winter will be based out of the Canary Islands, probably Lanzarote. Thank you to whoever's just subscribed, it's greatly appreciated. We are on the road again very, very soon as well, heading over to Malaga. Oh, let's just have a quick peek at this Etihad. She's an absolute beauty, this A350. Look at her. I'm liking that livery. She looks a little bit like... She looks a little bit like a football at the back. I like it a lot. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please hit it now. 170 of you with us right now. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Really, really helps us. It costs you absolutely nada. And also drop us a follow on Instagram and Facebook. Final little bit of housekeeping to be done now. As always, we are brought to you in proud partnership with Booking.com, travel supermarket and on the beach holidays. Do check them all out. We've got some amazing offers for you with all of our partners. You can get all the information over at airportslivetv.com. And the very, very final piece of housekeeping. My new book is now available. Departing from Dublin, let me take you on a journey back in time, all the way back to the humble beginnings in the early 1940s with the grass runways here at Dublin, through to the current day. There's even a cheeky message in there from me to DAA. It's well worth a read. It's the first in a long series where I'm taking you back in time around all the major airports, some interesting smaller airports around the world. I know there's a lot of you already bought it. Over 400 copies already been sold. We only launched it, when did I release it? Can't even remember. Less than a week ago. Adam Coupland's does still exist, but in a slightly different format. And they still do sausage roll, steak, bakes, yum-yums. Yum-yums from Coupland's used to be the best yum-yums on the planet. And an interesting fact for you, the guy that founded Coupland's, they used to own it. He used to be a magistrate in England and he got knocked off of his push bike. Just a random fact for you. He used to live between Doncaster and Bawtry in a huge place, and he used to be a hotel there that he owned as well that looked absolutely stunning from the outside, but it was a little bit of a dump inside. It was beautiful in its day, but it was one of those hotels. It went under the Best Western branding, I believe, and it just got left tired and neglected. It's like when you look at hotels in Scarborough up in North Yorkshire, it's hard to find a nice hotel there, but there's some beautiful buildings that have hotels in them. When you look back, you can imagine what they were like in their heyday. When they were brand new, they would have been like the epitome of luxury. Welcome to all of you that are joining us today. It is greatly appreciated. We're Airports Live TV. I'm Adam James. I need me a drink. So let's stick with this Etihad A350 as she taxis on by. We can't go through, no, I'll save my drink because we've got this American Airlines operated Boeing 7878 Dreamliner now lined up. I'm ready to begin that journey over to Chicago. It's going to be followed out by an A320 heading over to Madrid, operated by Iberia Express. She's on the move as well. Here we go, this 787-8 Series Dreamliner operated by American Airlines heading over to Chicago. Enjoy. Here we go, she's up and away. Happening here, big up Dashcam Jerry, gifting those memberships. David Palfreyman, Sarah, Jerry B, Anthony C, James Cridland, Stephen, Zamhage, Declan Dolan, Brian Scott and Josh Monaghan, all getting those gifted memberships from Dashcam Jerry. You are a legend, Jerry. Really help us out. Jerry's a big supporter here at Airports Live TV, not just financially with super chats and for gifted membership. He really helps us out behind the scenes as well. Absolute legend. All flights are packed. Is it getting mighty busy over at Miami, Denaya? We definitely, when I'm over there, it's probably going to be spring of next year. Now, I really want to do it this year, but I've got filming commitments in Europe for a different project. It's a TV project, but I can't really speak too much more about it. That it's going to take me all the way through until early winter. So it's going to be spring of next year, but when I come over, we're going to have to meet up. I'll try and get a flight into Miami, and we'll try and time it with a shift that you're working as well. Bonjour from Brittany, how are we doing? CH Rowan, Krishna, Raj, welcome. Mount Pleasant Hotel, that's the one. I can't remember his name. He's now updated and still very special. Thank you to whoever's just subbed, it's greatly appreciated. What are you lying for? He's a pain in the ass. Who's a pain? Jerry. Jerry's not a pain in the ass. Big up Robert, how we doing, buddy? Hope you're well. The stays busy, 99% load factors. Wow, we nearly missed this. And that is why I'm king of this hill. Multitasking to the limit there. I am going to have a drink now. Need to save this voice, we need to protect it for when I'm away, because we are going to be doing a day in the life. We're going to be bringing you around with us while we're over in Spain filming. We will be bringing you lives as well from Malaga, Almeria and Granada whilst we're over there on our next trip. We are in Lanzarote from the 27th of August for a couple of weeks filming over there, a combination of filming both projects, but we will be bringing you lives. Different location for me this time. We're not staying in Matagorda or Costas Teguise. I'm actually going to a completely different place than where I've never been, to Playa Blanca. Looking forward to it. It's a little bit different. Obviously I will nip down and see Marco in Sin Nombre. Quite a few of you know him in Matagorda, owns Sin Nombre and Ricola. So we need to protect the voice, ready for the karaoke sessions. When are you off to Spain? I'm away very soon. You know, Siobhan, I never release the full info until the day before. But it will be a live departure as always. But just a little heads up, some of you think I'm being rude when we're on a live departure because I don't chat too much while I'm live. The reason being, I have to try not to draw too much attention to myself because we are live on board. We've sort of got a little bit of a nod that as long as we're discreet, we're grand. And it's not going to be long now until we all have access here in all over the EU to onboard Wi-Fi and being able to use 4G as well. That's going to be interesting times ahead. What have we got coming up? Our next departure is going to be that A350 operated by Etihad. She's heading over to Abu Dhabi. I am in Dubai this winter as well. I'm going to own up, the Dubai one is probably more of a pleasure trip than business. You know I always say it's a work trip, but I'm going to hold my hands up. Dubai is 90% pleasure. You'll have to wait and see which seats I am in. We're booked. I know which seats I'm in. You guys are going to have to wait. Am I travelling economy, premium economy, business first? We'll have to wait and see. There will be a full video coming on that one though. Robert, it's a great day for you to join us early as well because I know you're a big fan of the A350. Thank you for following us over on Facebook and Insta, Denia. There's Emirates everywhere. She's lined up, she's ready to go, guys. Here she is. I'm even queuing the photographers now. The only problem is I've learned a new trick. Because I've now realised if I say, and here she is, all the cameras go up in the air. So now if we get a little bit bored, we'll just watch everybody put their cameras up. Yeah, it's nice to have the numbers back again. The thing is, we were always going to drop. We were always going to struggle. I knew this. I had to take 10 days, 11 days out because physically couldn't stream. I wasn't well enough to stream. So by taking those 10 days out, you drop out of the algorithm and it becomes difficult. It's a tough road back, you know. But we are back with a bang. Thought you'd be singing up and away. Did you know, what's his name? The Transport Minister, or the Green Minister, whatever it is. Eamon Ryan, is it? I think it's Eamon Ryan. He has asked radio stations not to play Come Fly With Me through the summer because it encourages people to travel by air, and that's not good for the environment. Never mind the fact that if people stop travelling by air, Ireland will just collapse because there'll be no tourism. Dublin Airport generates hundreds of millions in tax each year. What an absolute plonker that man is. I believe he was the man that said cycle or something instead of using your car. Yeah. Everybody up here agrees with me. But like, I live in rural Kildare. There's a bus every 5 days or something. And it doesn't bring me to this spot. So how am I meant to come and do a stream if I take his advice? Oh, Dashcam calling him Cabbage Ryan. It's like all this nonsense about pushing electric vehicles. That's all well and good if you've got a national grid that can cope with it. It's even better if people can afford them. But if you look, maybe he doesn't realise this yet. Maybe his brain hasn't caught up. But most of Ireland has realised that there's a cost of living crisis and people just haven't got 50, 60 grand to go and spend on a new electric vehicle. But just while we're on the electric car topic, and I'm not staying on it for long, but just while we are on that topic, there's an even bigger flaw in the plan. Because the big issue at the moment is there isn't a big second-hand electric vehicle market because it's a relatively new concept. So the stuff that you are seeing that's second-hand, when they're viable electric vehicles, I'm not talking about the Nissan Leaf. I'm talking about proper electric vehicles. The ones you're seeing are maybe, what, 3-4 years old? They're still commanding big money. And if you look at the roads today, there's a lot of people that maybe can only afford 4,000 or 5,000 or even 2,000 for a second car or even their main car at times. That is never going to happen with electric vehicles. For the simple reason being, who in their right mind is ever going to buy a 10 or 12-year-old Tesla, for example, when we know that their estimation on a battery is only around that time frame? And then a new battery is what, 15, 20,000? You're never going to get the cheap cars. Is that what they're trying to do? Are they just trying to price people out of driving? That leads me on to my next point though, and now we're back to the airport point. It's all well and good trying to push people away from driving, trying to get people on public transport. Then why didn't they think about this when they constructed the Luas? The Luas is a great thing. I love the Luas if you're in Dublin and you happen to be on a Luas route. But why, when they constructed it, was there a moment of madness that they forgot that this huge international airport They forgot that there's a huge international airport less than 10 kilometres from Dublin city centre. Surely the sensible thing to do when you're constructing it and forming your original plans would have been to link the Luas to the airport. Clearly I'm in the wrong job. do we reckon? Should I just run and try and become Transport Minister? Batteries are now about 2,000. Where are you buying a genuine Tesla battery for 2,000? I guarantee you one thing, you will never get a 2,000 euro Tesla battery in Ireland, never. Because what will happen is everybody will go to electric cars, the billions in fuel duty has gone missing, so they'll put duty on car batteries. It's like VRT over here if you try and import a car. Absolutely scandalous. Yes, dashcam, I like it. Follow aviation's #1 community on Facebook and Instagram. Find us by searching Airports Live TV. Do you know something? I like it. We're going to pin it, dashcam. Falls asleep in the middle of everything. You have a clown, like, what do you expect, Adam? I know, Graham. Right, let me have a quick drink.
When you do that. When you do that.
Gets you. Like, I never stop. Always talking.
I've listened to you. I've watched your streaming. Good stuff, very entertaining.
Thank you. I've been trying to get DAA to respond for months and they just will not respond to me. I've asked them a very genuine question.
Yeah. The Airport Authority of the Automobile Association.
No, the airport. Yeah. I've asked the question. The feedback I'm getting is that the general consensus is they spot us meant to go to us. Like we're hindrance. They don't want us. That's the majority of people. And I get that impression.
Yeah.
But they don't encourage us like the airport. Like I'm kind of shouting and they bend over.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
Here it's honestly.
But they've only taken down the actual flipping. They had all that cordoned off.
Yeah.
You could get near it for yonks.
It's
Feel the Goldstream coming out now.
where is it?
He's about to turn on to you.
Not there yet. What are you drinking? I'm on Lucozade at the minute, Job. I'm alternating between Lucozade and Red Bull. What's that? Next departure will be a Gulfstream. I've got no info on Flight Radar again. Flight Radar's massively glitchy at the moment.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Have you noticed that? Yeah. How many of you guys have noticed that Flight Radar has just become tedious at times? Aircraft not appearing until they've already departed, stuff coming up with no flight info, and then you press on it when it's at 5,000, 10,000 feet and it has in fact got info. We've got this Gulfstream now on departure. She's up and away. Those Gulfstreams always remind me of, can anybody remember the really annoying song that went to #1 for weeks? The Crazy Frog. I don't know why when I see the back of those aircraft it reminds me of the Crazy Frog. But anyway, back to Flight Radar. It happened last summer and I actually thought they were doing the same thing, because last summer wasn't actually a glitch, it was intentional from Flight Radar because they were pushing their premium service. Now, I've got no issue with that, because I think it's a very reasonable service. I think, what is it, £8 or whatever it is? I don't even know how much it is. I think it's quite a reasonable thing if you're an enthusiast and you like it. It's got the AR feature where you can just point it at the sky and it tells you if I don't mind paying for it. And that's what happened last year. They deliberately made it glitchy for free membership. However, this year it seems to be affecting everybody. They really need to sort it out, because there's more and more apps coming onto the market now. Let's go, the next departure is with us. There's more and more apps, there's more and more desktop-based services coming out onto the market that are extremely good. Flight Radar are going to have to sort themselves out. Welcome to everybody who's just joining us. Absolute pleasure having you with us here at Airports Live TV from a beautifully sunny and hot Dublin International. I could do with it being another 10 degrees though. I do like to be baking. I'm like a reptile. I like hot weather. We've got the Delta pushing back now. It's glitchy while they're updating it in the background. I'm using beta version and it's the same. Yeah, they need to sort something out. They're losing people left, right and centre. I'm going to let you into a little secret. I've had quite in-depth discussions with them because I wanted to integrate it into the stream, and I thought we could maybe do something as a co-brand together. I was willing to pay towards the development as well, on the condition that I had it exclusive for 12 months before it could go to any other broadcasters, and that was fine. We were well into discussion stages, and then they came back to me and said that their tech team just cannot get it to cannot get a solution for it. Late rotation here. I'm assuming she used the first entry to the runway. Shane loves Crazy Frog. That was an annoying song, that Crazy Frog, though. Can you imagine? Like, just look back and remember how big Crazy Frog was, right? Imagine how big that would have been if that was released 12 months ago, 18 months ago, and got onto the TikTok viral trend. Like, it would have been huge. It was already big enough. Look at these viewing numbers again. Thank you to everybody who's joining us. If it was 10 degrees more, you'll have a cranky dash cam. We're considering getting Ireland dual citizenship, but the weather's too cold for us there. I'll be honest, it is nice here at the moment. We had one day of rain, didn't we, and thunderstorms, but it was still, it was mild. It wasn't like, see, I compare everything to Spain because I lived in Spain for so long, and like I spend so much time there now. I split my time equally between Spain and Ireland. And in Spain in the summer, when you get the rain, it still feels warm. I was streaming the other day down at the other end of 10R, and I was in shorts and t-shirt, and it was lashing down, and I was cold. Watch out for the wasps. Yes, those wasps are horrible. What have we got coming up? Have we got anything ready for departure? Nothing just yet. We were just speaking about Flight Radar. I'm actually now receiving ads on Flight Radar because I refuse to pay my subscription until they resolve the underlying issues. So what have we got? We've got this Boeing 767. She's heading over to JFK. Let's have a quick look. We haven't seen our mate Wallace, have we, for a while? Not sure what shifts he's working. On our next departure, this Carl Nielsen liveried, a Norwegian operated a Boeing 737. There she is. Has anybody heard an update today? I haven't heard anything about the submarine. Right, I'm gonna have a minute's break while you watch that. I'm just gonna get some fluids in and have a dot cotton.
I'm a 350, you know.
Yeah.
Sonic. But with this.
Oh, yeah, hang on, it's a 600 for it's a prop sensor.
Give me a shot, let me see how it goes.
27 degrees over in Miami. No, wait. 27 degrees in Miami at 5 o'clock in the morning. Now that's a bit of me. Right, the Delta 767 now on the move. That Norwegian still taxiing away. She's taxiing at Aer Lingus pace. Nice and slow. Have you noticed that Aer Lingus generally tend to taxi quite a lot slower than most other airlines? I'm not sure why. Oh, funny story. When I flew back from Kos when was it? A week and a bit ago, 2 weeks ago maybe. Obviously, I flew back from Spain. I had 12 hours in Ireland and then flew out to Kos. On my return flight from Kos, we had a delayed departure by about an hour, just over an hour, and we landed into Dublin. Obviously, everybody's waiting to get off. I was sat on the first seat. I now booked front row. Extra leg room. It's just easy getting on and off, innit? But I was ready for disembarking, and because it was so late, they were waiting for somebody to escort us across the road. There was no other aircraft, but waiting for us to be escorted across the apron, right? And I'm stood at the front waiting to get off. Next thing, cockpit door flies open. Captain jumps up, first officer jumps up, comes out. Listen, I've got to go. I'm sorry, I've got to go. I'm flying out to America in 4 hours. He was going on holiday, and because his flight was late, he literally got off the plane and ran to try and get back to meet his missus to get on the flight. Here we go. Norwegian, and now on departure. Blends in with that box there, look. Norwegian, the red nose aircraft. Looks like a comic relief plane. Do like that livery though. We saw a lot of them over in Alicante though. Norwegian have so many flights in that of Alicante each day, it's unreal. I'm trying to think where else we've got coming up for you this year. We've got Skiathos later on in the year. I'm looking forward to that one. They come in mighty low over your head there. I was thinking about taking Peter Crouch or Tyson Fury with me, but I think they'll get their heads taken off, so I'm not going to bother. Dashcam, I don't think there's going to be one. Last report I saw, they're hearing banging noises from what possibly may be the sub. Yeah, I'd heard that denier. Then I was listening to, well, I saw a report from a sonar expert. Now, I don't know if it's a sonar expert that's involved in the search or if it's just another sonar expert from somewhere in the world, but he was saying that the noises they're hearing are actually just debris falling from the Titanic itself. So I don't know, but listen, it's a desperately difficult time for the families of those people on board. It must be even harder for the people that are trapped on board. Our thoughts with everybody concerned with that. Dashcam the destroyer, eh? How long have we been live? So guys, I just quickly need to update this chat. There we go, that's 767, still taxiing on down. Good, yeah. Couple of 100 litres, no way. Dashcam, you can't be drowning wasps. Blowtorch them. Siobhan, heading the dog, dropping the dog off to the groomers. Siobhan, before you go, if you're still here, what dog have you got? Is it a dog or is it a rat? Val has a rat, a Shih Tzu. That is a rat, it's not a dog. The US Navy says that's how they signal for help, so it's obviously. Oh, yeah, I did see somewhere actually about it sounding like an SOS signal, Morse code. So hopefully, hopefully it is good news, signs of life, and hopefully we can get them back up. However, you do have to question why, when a marketing video from the company that was operating that submarine openly said that it is controlled with a PlayStation controller, why would you pay 250 grand to go on it? Like we all know, PlayStation controllers lose connectivity to your PlayStation, never mind a bloody submarine. He's a collie, a Springer my baby, acceptable, that is a dog. Shih Tzu is a rat. Jack Russell, a rat. Highland Terriers, rats. Westies, rats. It has to stand. When you look at it, its backbone has to be at least 18 inches off the floor for it to be a problem. I don't know why these people that like Val, that's got a Shih Tzu, the first clue is in its name. It's going to be a little Shih Tzu. But I don't know why these people are so against admitting they've got rats. Brucey boy, I wonder if they've tried it. Maybe take the batteries out and turn them around the opposite way. Sometimes that works, you know, if you change them from one side to the other. You never know. We have to pick a different dog. Yeah, you're getting a rat, aren't you? I think Debs is getting a rat as well. She said something about a terrier. How do I unmod somebody on here? I've just found out Dashcam's got a rat. Right, Dashcam, what you need to do is you've got a rat and a husky. You need to feed the rat to the husky. Here we go, this 767 now on departure. Look at her, she's a beauty. Look at her. Oh yes. Yes. Do like that 767. Should you give Carol Vorderman a run for her money in that rear of the year? See you later. I wonder if Vorders watches us. She's a massive plane head, isn't she, Carol Vorderman? Dashcam's got a parrot as well. No, I am a 12 inches. Turned out not suitable for Shane. So I'll have to go pick a different dog today. Make sure it is a dog, Debs. If you're unsure what a dog is, I've told you the definition of a dog now. You don't have to get a rat. Do not let them convince you to get a rat. It's an old plane, not 767. Yeah, we've seen that one here a few times. Adam, you just lost a listener. He was sat on his call mat listening and grinning when you spoke where's evil, where's his traumatised legal team be in touch. Tell him to yap when he's got a lawyer. Yes guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. You know what to do. It helps us massively. It costs you absolutely nada. What have we got? We've got Air Canada pushing back. Let's have a quick peek at that. We've got an Aer Lingus ready for departure as well. I've just seen the tail. I'll go get a Chihuahua or a Chihuahua. That is just, I don't get Chihuahuas. I don't get a dog. I don't get why people get a dog to put in a handbag. I don't get that. It shouldn't be allowed. Well, you've got another A350 here as well. We've got a Delta A350. On next departure though, she's heading, nice short trip this, for the A320, heading to Cork. Look what the weather's like over in Cork. Person we have to, yeah. Don't get me started on cats. They're just not really my thing. They don't do anything, like they don't fetch balls. I don't. But I do understand people like them. They sit on your knee and stuff like that, but just not for me, a cat. Now my pooch, on the other hand, she's a diamond. She is struggling though in this heat, bless her, the old girl. I'm actually glad. At one point I was debating taking her to Spain with me. And I'm glad that I never did, because she just cannot cope in the heat anymore. Yes, they do fetch. Yes, Brucey boy, I've seen people walking their dogs in push chairs. Don't get that neither. Like, why would you buy a dog to push it round? Do they understand that? Cats don't tell people where the drugs are. Here we go, our next departure. She's ready for the off. She's heading over to Lisbon in Portugal. A Boeing 737 operated by Ryanair. My mates Ryanair, I firmly believe they are the best low-cost airline in Europe. Here she is. Enjoy this one. Look at this. Look at this. Can you tell I'm enjoying myself today? We might do these morning streams a bit more often, you know. Not every day though. Because I know you guys don't think it, and you think I'm making it up and that, and I'm being over dramatic. But believe it or not, I do need a little bit of beauty sleep every now and again. I know you don't believe me, but I do. What have we got up next? We've got a Cessna 688 Citation Latitude. She's heading over to Farnborough. Operated by NetJets Europe, NetJets and VistaJet, having a fantastic couple of years here at Dublin. Extremely frequent visitors into Dublin now. Just double check battery situation. Oh, sorry guys, I missed her. There she is though. There you have her, she's up and away. Josh Monaghan's back. The dog is their baby. Yeah, but surely their carers shouldn't be allowing them to do that, pushing a dog round in a bloody push chair. Shih Tzus are imperial warriors, they are loyal protectors. Yeah, like, I don't dispute that they're handy if you've got, I don't know, a goldfish or something that needs protecting. Like, if a big goldfish is fighting with a little goldfish, they might be able to do something about it, I guess. He fetches balls, heads them, and can do quite complex sorting toys. There we go. An intelligent little Shih Tzu. You had me craving a chicken and stuffing sandwich. Oh yes, I forgot about that. I best eat it soon. Let's get this departure though. Here she comes. Neo, she's up and away. She's gone and done one from Dublin. Central Line, Embraer Legacy 500 are pushing on back. Where are we at here? What are we doing? She need protected from, well, the bogeyman and that. Shih Tzu's not going to stop the bogeyman getting you. Dunno, Val. I think she was pulling everybody's chain. Right. We're missing departures because I wanted my sandwich. But we'll grab her for you. We are running dangerously low now on battery on the main power bank. I don't know why my laptop didn't charge last night. All I can think was that the power must have gone off overnight because I put it on at what, 2 o'clock this morning. It wasn't even, it only takes like an hour to charge when it's on mains. Croatia to Split. 321 Neo to Newquay. How does this work? This is why I say I would be so unimpressed if I booked Aer Lingus to travel to the US and got put on a 321 Neo, because they fly them to Newquay. There's nothing special about that. Right, let me grab a bite of this sandwich before it becomes a toasted sandwich. Chicken and stuffing, that's what we've got, Graham. I like chicken and bacon, but they only had the double one, and I begrudge paying for a double one where you can get a triple one for like an extra 50 cent or a quid. So I got chicken and stuffing. A dog should protect its master. And a Shih Tzu ain't protecting nada. Here we go, we've got this Air Canada 7879 series Dreamliner, the big sister of the Dreamliner that we saw a little bit earlier on. She's heading over to Vancouver. Gonna bypass that Croatia. Not sure what that split flight is doing right now. I actually got an update the other day about the total views so far. Now, I say so far, it's probably gonna not get that many more, but total number of views from the Ryanair incident. Obviously, I put that out to news agencies globally. It's had over, wait for it, over 14 million views now, and that doesn't include any TV coverage. It was on news channels globally as well. So it's had massive viewing numbers, that. Here we go, our next departure is going to be heading over to the Dam. It's an Aer Lingus operated A320. She's lined up and she's ready to rock and roll now. Croatia is on the move as well now. I know, right? Oh, a nice nearly. Here we go though. I nearly missed her. Too busy reading me comments there. Sparky Eyes is back with us. How was the jollies? Where did you go on your jollies, Sparky Eyes? What should we go for now? Let's go here. We've got another Air Canada 7879 series heading over to Toronto this time, so we've got Vancouver and Toronto, both being operated by Dreamliners. The first of those Dreamliners are just getting ready to line up now. We'll stay with this one for a minute. Oh, Vienna, yes. That's not what you told us all. You said that she'd gone to Rome. 2 Emerald ATRs coming out to Edinburgh, Manchester. Thank you, Graham. 40 million. Yeah, but don't forget, dashcam, that had been sent out to news agencies globally. And they were obviously on big accounts as well. I think it's fantastic what you've done with Instagram and Facebook so far. Like, it's really getting out there. They're both brand new accounts as well. Where are you exactly, Adam? I'm in Azerbaijan on the corner. No, I'm on Old Airport Road. There she goes. I'm on the main mound at Old Airport Road. Apologies for the here she goes with a mouthful of chicken and stuffing Sambo. Yeah, I wasn't really paying that much attention, Graham, but you were correct. And now we have the 7879 Series Dreamliner, a Vancouver bound. Sparky eyes. I'm having me a chicken and stuffing Sambo. Bit of key banging from what sounds like an IS-200. Robert and Nose. We'll put a bib in that hamper. I don't need a bib, got nothing down me at all. Do need a drink though. That right now is Glasgow bound. Thank you, Graham. I wish they'd hurry up and get this first Dreamliner out. Here she is. I was going to show you the other one. But here she is. Enjoy this 7879 series. Heading over to Vancouver. Operated by Air Canada, live here on Airports Live TV. There you go, she's up and away. By the way, right now let me down twice. No way, what did they do to you, Sparky Eyes? Did you not tell them that you know me? I should have just said, listen Adam, speak to Adam, he'll sort it. Hey, I'm gonna have to have a drink, guys. First time half hour late. Sparky Eyes, did you land half an hour late or did you depart half an hour late? Well, you landed half an hour late, so end up missing your coach transfers. When are you heading off again? Quite soon, Sparky Eyes. Guys, if you haven't already done it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. 200, nearly 300 of you with us right now. Nice to be back in that algorithm. We are firmly in it now. Should get our viewing numbers back where they belong very, very soon. Should be hitting 400-500 viewers. That's where we were at before I had to take that break. Left stranding at Vienna Airport, not happy, no way. Could have been worse, you could have flown Aer Lingus and they would have just cancelled your flight. Everybody seems to forget how many flights Aer Lingus cancelled last year and nobody spoke about it. How bizarre is that? They were cancelling flights for fun last year. Nobody spoke about it. Ryanair cancelled one flight, all of a sudden it's the end of the world. Bizarre. A330 coming in from Orlando. I was up visiting the graveyard on Sunday. Got to see some heavies fly over. Listen, the graveyard is a great spot. If you go in the graveyard, you can go through the fence into the football area. It is a great shot for overhead. To be honest, it's where we had positioned up for the arrival of Air Force One, and then luckily Sean was with us, little Sean, and he was listening to his scanner and he heard the airport fire brigade fire service saying that they were doing a runway check on the North Runway, so we took a guess that well, it was the military doing the check, so we sort of had an idea who was coming in on the North Runway. But that's where we were all pitched up, and it is a great shot there. I know Debs goes there quite a lot with a little Captain Shane as well. There you go, she's up and away. If you are joining us live for the first time, we're Airports Live TV. I'm Adam James. We bring you live action from around the world each and every day. Home base being Dublin for the last, well, we started over 12 months ago now here at Dublin. It's got a special place in my heart. It's a big, big thing for me that it's the home of Ryanair. Because whether you love Ryanair, whether you hate Ryanair, they have done so much for the world of travel. Without Ryanair, you think that flight prices are expensive now. You take Ryanair out of the market and I guarantee you there's 50% increase on prices overnight with the likes of Aer Lingus, KLM. They drive competition within the market. They've opened the world of travel to families that wouldn't be able to travel to Europe. For me, what they bring to the airline industry is second to nobody here in Europe. There we go, that ATR 72-600 series up and away. Nice underbelly shots there as well. I'm gonna have to have a drink, guys. My voice, I've been non-stop now for what, 2 hours nearly. Let me just have 5 minutes. Or can we? No, have we still got a 787 on departure? We'll get this 787 out and then I'm going to have a couple of minutes and just to have a quick break, guys. But we've got one more before it, then I'm going to do the 787, then I'm going to have a break. Up an ATR 72-600 heading over to Eskimo land. Sorry, I mean Edinburgh. Why is it always cold in Edinburgh? It's a bit like a place I used to live in England. I used to live right on the east coast in a place called Hornsey. It's a little seaside town just south of Bridlington and Scarborough. But it's about what, 20 minutes ish from Hull. If it was 25 degrees in Hull, you could guarantee it was about 18 in Hornsey. It was always about 7 degrees colder than everywhere else in the UK. Unbelievably cold there. Even on a beautiful, beautiful day, you were struggling to hit low 20s. It was all right in Hornsey. It's a bit of a ghost town, though. The arcades aren't great either. Fish and chips, though, at Sullivan's back in the day used to be to die for. People used to drive from Lincoln an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and a half on a Friday just to go get fish and chips and drive straight home. This ATR should be ready to go any second now. Oh, she's gone. She's up and away. And then we've got this 787 Dreamliner coming up next, and now I'm going to have a couple of minutes. Well, I shall find you something to watch, don't you worry. I might have some paint drying for you to watch, I don't know, we'll find something interesting. If you haven't got your hands on Adam's book to pipe from Dublin, yes, it's the first book that I have released, that I've written. It's the first in a long series as well, where I take you back in a look, back in time and a look at the history of airports around the world. The first one was Dublin. What better way to launch that book series than do it where this all began for us here at Airports Live TV. Looks there, dash, sorry I missed the looks there. We're going to get the departure of this 787-9 series, and now I'm having that break. It will only take 5 minutes or so, maybe 10, I don't know. Gotta watch the battery as well, that's the problem. Oh wow. Anytime today, ATC. Don't hurry yourselves, will you? Delta 350 is due out in 10 minutes, fingers crossed. We will try and make sure that we're still going then. But I just want to get this one out, then I just want to take a few minutes because I just need a little bit of a break, you know? Need a little bit of a rest. Here she goes. The 787-9 series. An absolute beauty. Right, what are we going to put you on then? Put you there, will we? Right guys, just give me a few minutes, let me have a quick break. I want to get a drink, I want to have a quick Doc Cotton, and then I'll be back with you.